Speaking to Sky News, Trade Secretary Liz Truss warned Brussels must realise the benefits of trade they have enjoyed with the UK up until Brexit. Following the signing of a new free trade deal with Australia, Ms Truss said Britain are giving Australia the same access the EU have to our market. She stressed how we import far more beef from the EU than we do from Australia, but said the UK are working to rectify that in 15 years' time. But she warned how beef imports from the European Union will be slashed by from 230,000 tonnes this year to 35,000 tonnes next year as the Australia trade deal comes into force. Ms Truss said, "What we are doing is making sure there is a transition for our farmers of 15 years. So we are going to give Australia the same access the EU have to our market. The EU already has quota-free access to the UK, they already sell us 230,000 tonnes of beef per year. What this deal is talking about is next year it will be 35,000 tonnes. She added, "We import far more beef from the EU than we do from Australia, and what we are talking about is rectifying that in 15 years' time. None of the amounts on that sliding scale are as big as the amount we import from the EU. First of all, Australia mainly sells into the Asia-Pacific market, which has much higher prices than here in the UK and Europe. But what the deal will allow us to do is get more opportunities for our farmers in places like Vietnam, where there is a growing demand for British beef and lamb. We need to look outwards and stop being defensive and look where the opportunities are for British business." The Department for International Trade have been approached to confirm Ms Truss' claims. While speaking yesterday to Sky News, Chancellor of the Duchy of Lancaster Michael Gove threw his support behind the new free trade deal with Australia. But he stressed the government would support UK farmers who are fearful their businesses will be undercut by cheap Australian lamb and beef flooding the UK market. Farmers also fear food standards will be compromised as a result of the deal. He said, "We support farmers, and we do so not just by providing them with direct financial support, but also we give them an opportunity to export their fantastic produce on the world stage. And I actually think that we should be confident about the quality of the produce that our farmers are responsible for." He added, "I think that opening up new markets for them worldwide, which is what the brilliant Trade Secretary Liz Truss is doing, is the way to make sure to not only keep our farmers successful but also ensure we have investment in the countryside. But I think it is also worth pointing out that the majority of meat which is reared and raised in Australia goes to the Asian market, and that is their principal and growing market. The government insists membership of the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership (CPTPP) could provide British farmers with huge opportunities. The deal was struck between Boris and Aussie Prime Minister Scott Morrison on Monday evening over a meal of Welsh lamb and Scottish smoked salmon served up with Australian wine.